Okay, I'm playing this. I don't know anything about this game. I was told to play it. I haven't looked up any videos. The only thing I've heard about this game was from a friend, and he said, quote unquote, it was bullshit. And then my other friend, Shy Guy, said he liked it, but Shy Guy also enjoys Sneak King, so judging by that statement, I'm assuming this is gonna be shit. So, my name is LanPov, and welcome to Jackass.
Stanley.
What?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
That's stupid.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
This looks like it was made in Gary's mod.
Push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
Look at his PC, what a noob.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in. As though they'd been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
And on his 48th birthday, Stanley had a stroke.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
He had a stroke.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
A stroke.
Something he would never quite forget.
A funny stroke.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say, "Hi." Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. He got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
After not seeing humanity for 3 days, Stanley then left to explore the world, only to discover he was the last man on Earth. With no one else around, Stanley blew his brains out 3 days later in McDonald's parking lot. The end. This means I'm the boss
When
now.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This
Fuck
was
you.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Can I not jump?
just to admire it.
This is so fucking lame. Can I not hop?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. Airs and
Get out of my head, man! The voices in my head are acting up again.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Fuck are you?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Motherfucker, I know my directions. North, south, east, west. I know how to navigate.
To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Oh, the phone.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do
I don't want to talk to
reach
her.
out to her.
I don't want
If
to
you
talk
can
to
truly
Jessica.
place your faith in
Never.
another,
Not after what she
pick up the
did.
phone.
After that night at the circus, I was never the same. I don't want to talk to her. I said I don't want to
The
talk!
phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Right,
That wasn't
bitch.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
I have
Let
no
me
idea
double-check.
what the... What is this?
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white.
Wait, I
no
could have gotten
credits.
laid if I answered
Not
that
picking
phone?
up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions
Did I
were
make the
supposed to
right
mean anything.
choice?
I don't understand.
I could
Why
have
are
gotten
you making
laid.
an instructional video.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's the best part of being a real person.
I
But if
choose
used
not to watch
incorrectly,
this.
can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario,
Boo!
he could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
He's a
Or he
fuckboy.
could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
Holy
Which
shit!
choice would you make? Remember that
freak-
unlike
that got
here,
dark
the real
fast.
world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
A what? Did the game just crash? What the?
Excellent. Making choices
What
on
the-
a regular basis is the best part to a healthy
Okay,
decision.
you was a dumb person. That is a
making
data.
at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful,
My brain
and whether
hurts.
you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space,
Why am I
your
watching
thoughts and
Fuckboy the
problems are
film?
materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I don't wanna.
Ah,
What
welcome
the
back.
fuck? I look
You
like
may
I'm a
have
mono-
noticed
I'm a
that
Monopoly
this room
board.
must be this way, please.
Whatever you say, voices in my head. I'm frightened. I'm frightened. I don't know what this man. That wasn't there before.
Now that we know your choices,
Where are you taking me?
We can't have you jumping.
He's after
off
my
the
dick.
platform and dying.
You can't touch me.
Imagine the main
Stranger
character
danger.
dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
This story-
We just
what
need
the
to get you
fuck?
home
Where
as
am
soon
I
as possible
going?
Before the narrative contradiction.
I
gets
wanna
any
go
worse.
home.
Unfortunately,
I wanna
it
go
seems
home. I
this
wanna
place
lie
is
down. I wanna
getting
eat cookies. I wanna
towards
sleep on the
reality.
couch. I wanna play my GameCube. I want my mom to make me nachos. I wanna go to bed. But I'm at the office alone. I can do things no other man has done before. I can eat Cheetos in the boss's chair. I can use the executive bathroom.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh, I
That
wanna
I'm
do
quite
that.
sure
Stanley's a
you'll be up to the
fuckboy.
task.
Stanley's the
Just
type of dude
follow
who
my
talks
lead
to
and you'll
plants
be
for
fine.
fun. What the fuck? Am I in like distortion of reality? I'm tripping balls. This is like, I feel like I'm in some Half-Life shit.
It's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story with it
Um,
forever. Reliving its impossibility forever.
Sir?
I can't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? What do I... No, I have to.
What the fuck? Whoa, 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 this is some 20... Well, you gotta throw in that little sound effect right there. Holy shit! This place has never looked better!
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this
God,
pile of
this feels
rubbish.
like Portal.
With you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
I'm the
My
cleverest.
time is destroyed.
This.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground.
You're blaming me for
What,
this? You
think
was
that would be
dumb.
Funny? You just had to see.
You
Didn't
did
I
this.
impress upon- I tried so hard.
What the fuck? What?
Just behave exactly as Stanley would. I'm
Okay,
quite
this
sure
is
you'll be up to
stupid,
the
even for
task.
me.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Get fucked.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Okay, this game is giving me like a
Behave
stroke.
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
Yeah.
follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Oh, why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
What the fuck?
Is behave exactly as Stanley would. Is behave exactly as Stanley would. Behaving. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
I'm
follow
losing my
lead.
mind, man.
He entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll go along with you this time, but I don't want no funny stuff.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
By taking a shit on his desk. Something tells me that doesn't seem fair. Hello, sir? I'd like to give me...
Stepping inside his
Your rate of
manager's
tyranny
office,
is over. I'm
Stanley
the boss
was
now.
once again
I can't
stunned
jump.
to
It's
discover
really stupid.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. until he saw the
Where is
door
everybody?
with
Where
the
is everybody? I'm
monstrosity
going mad, I'm going crazy.
Surely
What is up? What
the
is down? The
squirrel
color
made
blue
all
is
the
green.
answers, and beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen
Okay,
it
a
on his
panda's
brother's
endangered,
computer just
so
last
that's
week.
pretty fucked up.
Night Shark 115. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Open sesame.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this.
There's a million
one
better
single
things to do.
thing, for your respect.
You know how important I
Kind
am? I
respect
have big
Stanley
things
shows for
going
his
on in my
choices.
life.
Why did you
Future
come here?
upcoming
You had a
YouTuber.
choice, you know. You could have gone
Maybe
through
you've
the door
heard of
on
me.
the
You
right.
should have.
You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Stop yelling at me. What?
When Stanley came to
What
a
the
set of two
fuck?
open
Oh,
doors, he entered the door.
Stanley, help! God, he did have a stroke. I was just kidding around. Stanley.
I need you to make a choice.
Well, that's the end, guys. What happened?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I've seen my fair share of time paradoxes, but this is just dumb.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered.
He
the
went
door.
right,
This is
and
not
then he
the
left
correct way to
happily
the
ever
meeting
after
room,
because
and Stanley
the
knew
right
it
door
perfectly well.
led to the door with
Perhaps he wanted to stop
bitches.
by-
I went to the Orphan Factory, I then fell off of this thing, and I lived forever.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
It's like
He
the
hopes
dictionary
very
had an
much
orgasm,
that
holy shit. It looks like two filing cabinets fought each other to the death.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, you know what? I'll do it. I'll go ahead. I'll listen to you this time. I have faith.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
I've heard of budget
Is that
cuts, but
correct?
this is ridiculous.
Do you remember, Stanley? I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing. How about this? You win! Congratulations!
You restart this game one more time, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I have to restart.
I'm done.